Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Thanks.
Hey, good morning. Are we waiting for someone? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, are we late to start or?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We will start the session very shortly. Actually, we are waiting for Gaurav sir.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yes. आप हो गया है.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Yes. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So
Good
now we are
afternoon.
just starting the session. I am Anuradha Mishra from the IoT Academy. Thank you everyone for joining inaugural session of Advanced Certification in Applied Data Science, Machine Learning and IoT. For this inaugural event, we are fortunate to have Dr. Gaurav Trivedi sir, Principal Investigator, E&ICT Academy, IIT Guwahati and Associate Professor at IIT Guwahati. He is working with many research and product development initiative of Government of India. One of the major participation is in semiconductor production initiative in India. He is also principal investigator of Anudaksh program, that is joint initiative of RFRF and IIT Guwahati with ambition of upskilling 50 lakhs learners across India in next 5 years. The IoT Academy is also a knowledge partner in this initiative. I welcome Dr. Gaurav Trivedi sir for inaugural speech and briefing about EICT Academy IIT Guwahati.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes. Okay. Can I share the slides? I would say, can you please unshare your screen? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you are
Yes, sir.
audible.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Actually,
sir.
I need to share my screen, but it is showing that the sharing is disabled. So you have to enable me to share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good. I just say very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, my apologies in joining little late because of you can say some actually Zoom always has some kind of issue in IIT Guwahati network or so this sometime we have to do some settings and then we have to join. So that's why we're delayed. So, but I start with this, I'm to say, interactive session with IoT Academy and the participants regarding the upcoming course on data science. So specifically, this. So many of you might be a little bit curious about knowing what is E&ICT Academy, or in short, actually, I just call it the because this is known as the Electronics and ICT Academy, but in short, actually, we call it EICT Academy, IITG. Okay, so during my you can say discussion and the talk itself, I will be just focusing on I'll be using this name itself. So first of all, I'm going to say. If we just have to say talk about the skill India, okay, or the skills available in the India, okay. So this was really something for which every government in last so many years they were very much focusing about the skill programs. Not now. I have to say it hasn't started in recent past, but it started a long time back. Okay. Earlier also government when there was the you can say shortage of manpower, the skilled manpower, government started IITs, IIMs, okay, AIMS, okay, other you can government engineering colleges in many segments, okay, state level, central level, and so on. So you are very much well aware of this. Then came the television era, and then at the time the unemployment was really high. The government started, you can say, many ITI programs specifically, so that the skills can actually be developed throughout throughout the nation. Okay, among the like-minded people or those who have some kind of the technical aptitude can learn and you can say help during this, you can say, the television evolution, and that served really the purpose well. And I think if you look at the statistics, then you can find it out that I think the early 80s and till early 80s, I think say till 2005 2006 precisely, or up to 2010. Okay, good 30 years. Many people actually got good employment, and they survived on that, and government was successful. Okay, but the focus was precisely into train. You can say the people who don't have a, you can say, higher education degree, and they have done, you can say, they are the 10th pass or 12th pass, or you can say they have done their BSc or so, and BSc B and all those kind of things precisely, right? So the focus was mostly on the non-technical or the other kind of the school education employment, and people survived on that. Okay, then came the mobile era, and the mobile era precisely, I'm to say, if you look at it, 1992, 1993, when the mobile was introduced to the India, at that time, the incoming call rates for 48 rupees, sorry, outgoing call was 48 rupees, and incoming call, it was very costly. Okay, per minute 48 rupees. Okay, we have gone down to, you can say, per second billing, maybe 1 paisa per second billing. So there's 60 paisa per minute, and nowadays people are saying the 50 paisa per minute, even the less than a paisa per minute actually we are paying. Okay, so this is there, and now if you have the data net, in fact you don't have to pay anything. Okay, that is the current scenario. But I want to say at that time also a lot of courses were introduced in the mobile telephony and all those things, and it was at a higher level. Okay, it requires some diploma kind of minimum, we can say, requirement there, and it was really become very successful. Okay, in due course of time. Okay, so that was there. But if you just look at the current, you can say the boom, right? Electronics is everywhere. Okay, although this course is on data science precisely, but I will come to that point. But the electronics is everywhere if you just look at it, right? I still remember when actually I was in IIT Bombay during my studies, 98 to 2007. We used to have, I'm to say, I used to download, you can say, a single file at, I have downloaded, okay, you can data at a 1 byte per second. Okay, so you can imagine, okay, even a few MB download, okay, used to take the whole night. Okay, very few MB, with the one, sometimes the 2 MB 3 MB used to take a whole night. Okay, and we have to use the download accelerators to download the interrupted downloads or so, and so on. So there was so many things precisely we used to do. It was really painful. Okay, when we talk about the medical and the support and the, you can say, other things, it was many things were very much based on the lab, you can say, the test or so. No electronic support, not electronic gadgets were there. Okay, in this in the medical segment also. So, and if it is faster, it was very costly. Okay, so there were so those things were there. But last, I think, say 20 years, okay, things have drastically changed. Okay, semiconductor device technology, it played its vital role. Okay, the fabricating a single transistor become very cheap. Now, if I just look at it, a dollar, okay, in a dollar you actually can just get fabricated thousands of the transistors. Okay, if you are fabricating, you can say, millions, or the, you can say, millions of the chips, then per transistor cost will actually be way less than, quite a lot less as compared to what it used to be. It is, I'm just saying, 1 cent or $1, you can have 1,000, 10,000 transistors. It even lesser. Okay, even more. But the condition is that you have to, you can say, fabricate, you can say, millions of chips for the usage. Okay, that's conditional. Okay, if you say, if I go and you just get 1 chip fabricated, yes sir, that will cost you some $800 million or so. So fabricating one is very costly, and fabricating millions is really very cheap. Okay, so that is why I'm to say, I'm saying that this is from there, this, you can say, the economics is driving. But due course of time, electronics played the role, and our life become very much easier. Okay, a television, a 26-inch LCD television, which was used to cost 40,000 rupees in 2007. Okay, now we are getting a good UHD television in of, you can say, 42-inch in 40,000 rupees nowadays. Okay, or even cheaper. Okay, so there are a lot of things out there, and when this technology was growing, sensors are also the part of the semiconductor domain. So sensors also got increased, right? And the sensor got increased. You can say the ways of collecting data got increased. Okay, we are putting, you can say, sensors everywhere. Even a mobile phone has 10,000 sensors. I'm just a many. I'm just not the 10,000. It's many sensors. Okay, your smartwatch has many sensors. Okay, but specifically at the time the social media also, you can say, started growing. Okay, then people, when all this thing grows, the compute grew, that the compute capacity actually has grown. Okay, up to a substantial good amount. Okay, so we actually can process the data, okay, at an affordable rate. Affordable in the sense like I worked in 1998 actually. I worked on the Param, the India's first Param supercomputer at IIT Bombay. Okay, it was a part of my master's program. Okay, part in the sense like it was a part of my, you can say, master's project actually. Okay, so I had a hands-on during those times, during those days precisely. And since then, when actually I came down to this particular then actually when I came down to this particular time, it was like the compute, I'm to say, whatever I used to have those days, even as an institute facility, that is, if I just, you can say, club 4 or 5 computers equivalent to that, I can get my office facility. Okay, even my lab actually is having a much powerful computer what I used to have as an institute facility in 1998. Okay, so I host a small supercomputer in my lab itself here at IIT Guwahati. Okay, so what I'm saying precisely, what I want to say that when, you can say, the social media grows, okay, when we have the data for the people buying and the selling pattern, okay, people choice, dislikes, okay, everything we have, then it is much easier for us to predict, okay, or you can say that people mood, okay, this is just an example, okay, at different point of time. So ultimately, you can say the data specifically, we know how to play with the data. But this is not only about the shopping, or this is not about the buying pattern, this is not about people mood. Okay, the data is everywhere. Okay, so our life actually is being driven by the data, and it is said that data is the new oil. Okay, but for these kind of things precisely, we need good skills. Okay, good skills in the sense like you need to know, you can say, good maths. Okay, you need to know certain things. Okay, a priori, only then actually you can become successful. So this is precisely, you can say, that this kind of skill development is something which is way different as compared to what we used to have. Okay, but yes, the change is the, you can say, change is very much inevitable, and change will always happen. Okay, so now we need actually good the people, not only in the area of VLSI or the semiconductor, but also other areas of the computer science as well. The data science is one of that particular area itself. Okay, so now so specifically in this so when government realized this thing precisely, that yes, we need to have it, government announced $30 billion you can say package for the boosting of the electronic or the ESDM production in the country. Okay, quite recently. But at the same time, if I just compare the United States of America, okay, they have recently come up with a $350 billion, okay, package, okay, as compared to India's $30 billion package. But yeah, both the countries are different financial muscles as well. Okay, we literally, but if we just look at it, we are literally starting at this point of time, and the United States of America is actually kind of upgrading its own facilities. Okay, so thanks to COVID pandemic, okay, worldwide we have realized that the dependency on China will cost us dearly in near future. So sooner or later we have to, you can say, get rid of this thing. Although there are good things, there are good lessons can be learned from that country. Okay, but at the same time, it has shown that even the world's most powerful country is handicapped in front of that country itself. Okay, so now various people actually they have started, you can say, revamping, or you can say re-engineering their own fabrication facilities. And in fact, Government of India announced its policy. You will be surprised to know a week back, the Saudi Arabia started, you can say, hey, we actually can also start this semiconductor, you can say, manufacturing in Saudi Arabia. Okay. So ultimately, this race is there now, and in due course of time, you will see a good boost up in this entire you can the fabrication and manufacturing, and electronics item will become cheaper in coming 5 to 6 years down the line. Maybe 5 to 10, I think, say not 5 to 6. But for coming 5 to 10 years down the line, the electronics item will become even more and more cheaper. Okay, and that will really serve the purpose. I believe that will make our life more comfortable, in short. Okay. But when we talk about other areas, so this is all about the electronics, right? But there is something called the ICT is there. Okay. But there are many things. Why I'm saying electronics, because it is the most integral part. And government also realized that not only the electronics, but other areas also we need to, you can say, invest. Okay. Yes, sir, we need to invest. In fact, we don't have any Indian operating system. Okay, we don't have our own Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Office kind of thing. Okay, and India is a country which is having multiple languages, multilingual or so. So the need of the hour is really huge as compared to any other country or so. Okay. So what I'm trying to say precisely that not only the electronic segment, but the computer science domain also, really the need is as grave, okay, as it there for the electronics domain is there. So when the government realized that the present government in 2014, that realized that there is a need for the skill development at the higher level and a different level itself. Okay, so they started electronics and ICT academies in 2015, and MIT, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, was given the responsibility. Okay, right, and they have given the responsibility for this. And once they have given the responsibility, they come up with a plan, and IIT Guwahati, IIT Kanpur, IIT Roorkee, NIT Warangal, IIT Jabalpur, NIT Patna, MNIT Jaipur, these 7 institutes were given responsibility to train initially the faculty members only. Okay, in the area of electronics and ICT. Okay, electronics, computer science, IT or related areas, I just say. Okay, at that time precisely, and IIT Guwahati being in the northeast has got this, and I myself got associated with this from the very beginning, from the inception of this in July 2015, and it was inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji on 19 January 2016. Okay, so this is a fund outlay is there, just to say that what is the volume of the project is there. Okay, so and our target of precisely to train as many faculty members as possible, but still the number was given as a 16,000. Okay, and but then it was revised to some 13,000 something is there, and we have already, you can say, achieved this number. Okay, or I think I'm more precise to say that in March or April this year we are going to achieve this number. Okay, so still we have 6 more months to complete the project precisely. Okay, and when this was actually, when this was precisely starting up. Okay, the project initially it was started with only faculty members, but then people realized that actually this must be open for the industry professionals, students. Okay, and those actually who really want to get their skill to be developed in different level itself, at different level itself. So they have, because they have opened the door. Okay, and they say, okay, fine. One of the I'm going to say one of the most important part is become self-reliant. Our Prime Minister himself has said that Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay, so they say, okay, fine. They also added the Atmanirbhar component in this, and when they have added the Atmanirbhar component in this, so one of the you can say goal which is put for us was to become self-reliant in coming 5 years down the line. Okay. Second thing, that was one thing, and one of the most important part is this: if we really have to achieve this particular goal about which actually I was very much talking. Okay, so we have to. So we have no other option except to Okay, so what I'm saying, yeah, so we have no other option except to, you can say, go very aggressively, okay, and IITs must play the role, okay, and to reach to the people, okay, who are unable to reach to us, okay. IITs, okay, if you just look at it, right, offers the degree programs, okay, only, okay, and the possible point of entries are the IIT JEE, GATE, okay, NET NET examination, okay, JMAT, okay, and there are many other examinations are there. JAM is there, for example, okay, to take admission to IIT system, okay. I'm not talking only about IIT Guwahati, but if you just look at it, right, but how this is going back to the society and how this is, you can say, helping the society to, we can say, come off well. So this EICT Academy, especially one of the mandate is to, you can say, serve that very purpose as well. So we three IITs, specifically Guwahati, Kanpur, and Roorkee, we very much, you can say, worked. We started working on that segment as well, and not only we people, but the Roorkee also, we can say, come up very well and achieved all the goals beautifully. Okay. So objective actually become the training and the mentorship to the engineering, the non-engineering faculty members, as I have said. So conducting quality program for employability enhancement, that precisely we are talking about, offering specialized module for specific research areas in the industry, provide support for incubation and the entrepreneurial activities, and capacity building in the area of EICT. Okay. So this was there. So when we have to, you can say, follow this objective. So we were very much looking for the communication of VLSI, AI, and machine learning. Okay, the embedded systems, IoT, data analytics. Okay, the patent research, intellectual property right. Okay, this behavior modeling of the classroom teaching, all those things, even the Python programming. Okay, or the course on the robotics, the many things precisely we guys have done it. Okay, in last you can say the 6 years. so so this actually we have done. So when actually we were very much doing all these things, okay, because of becoming Atmanirbhar and, you can say, become the self-reliant, we have started the long-term courses, so that our endeavor, okay, should reach to the people who are really in the need of their employability enhancement, okay, or to you can say, extend their knowledge base, okay, and we can help them to, you can say, learn some you can say, nitty-gritty techniques are there. So that is why precisely we have extended our horizon, and we, you can say, got collaborated with the you can say, the our industries like the IoT Academy, okay, to deliver the quality content to the people who really want to do this thing, and through our platform. Okay, so that's why actually IoT Academy actually came into the existence. Okay, we have done multiple, you can say, FDPs. We have multiple, you can say, in last so many years. This is a list of whatever we have done so far, and this we have done, you can say, many this long duration advanced certification program also. Okay, in the area of blockchain. Okay, in the area of data science. Okay, and IoT with unique converge. Okay, which is nothing but the IoT Academy is there. Okay, embedded IoT program with unique converge we have done again. Okay, cyber security and the cyber for the with IntelliPad we have done. There are many partners out there with whom actually we have done it. Unique converge or the IoT Academy is one of our, you can say, partners there in this particular domain. We are doing many programs successfully with them. Okay, so this is there. I have most of things precisely whatever I just wanted to say. I have already said it. Not only you can say the industries like the Unique Converge and the IoT Academy, they have come with us. But recently the Intel, IBM, okay, even the Siemens, okay, they have done multiple courses with us, okay, in this entire domain. Okay, so these people actually they have done it. So this program precisely, so I'm to say, we have now reaching to many, you can say, companies other than our regular partners. So even for the placement as well, we are trying. Mark my words, okay. Please don't take me wrong later on. We are trying that the people who are doing the certification courses with us, okay, we expose them for some kind of the placement. I'm personally in contact with some companies like Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, okay, Mahindra and this Mahindra and all, okay, precisely for this very particular purpose. We are still in discussion, okay, and our endeavor is precisely to even open this particular placement for for the participant for this long-term program, okay, in a longer run. But yes, when the information will be there, we will share with all the partners and all the people who are doing these courses with us, okay. So and current so not only this, we are even training Assam police, or we are actually to learn the nitty-gritties of the cyber security, or in short, currently course is going on with Assam police, where we guys are very much working towards this cyber forensic cyber security to make them cyber cops, okay. So a lot of things, actually a lot of interesting things precisely we are doing here with them. Okay, we are not only restricted to the northeast. We have gone multiple places. This is our map is there. Okay, so this is actually our map is there, and you can see precisely. We are going to, as of now, we have gone precisely. We have trained more than 15,000 participants. Okay, but by September 22, we will actually hit 20,000 participants, which itself will be a remarkable count. Okay. For us seeing we people here, okay, not only here, but I'm to say because this I'm just showing the outreach of the government of this Indian map only, except a couple of people from we can say the Bhutan also joined. Sorry, not Bhutan. This is the Sikkim, actually, the Sikkim part is joined, but many people actually have joined from in our courses. In some courses, many people joined from the US as well. Okay. So soon we actually are going to start our international activities as well, so that we actually can have the international participants from all over the globe in our courses. Okay, so this precisely is there. We have, so this is, I just skip this part. This is we have all good infrastructure is there. We have all good partners are there with us. So this is a list of the partners. You can say we are having many partners with us. Okay, industry partners, I'm going to say Wipro, NVIDIA is there. Okay. Intel and IBM, they have joined with IIT Guwahati. Okay, they have signed an MOU with IIT Guwahati and all. So, so we are actually having there are many things out there. So you can go and visit this gallery of what we have at IIT. You can say Guwahati, EICT, IITG.ac.in, gallery.html for this one. But specifically, what we are trying to say here is that. So specifically, this is all about our, you can say, short description of the E&ICT Academy, okay, of IIT Guwahati, what we are doing, what is our roles, what exactly we want to do, and what is our, you can say, the roadmap is there, okay, and what precisely the target we want to go and we want to build it up and so on. So specifically, if we just look at it, our endeavor is to, you can say, reach as many people as possible, okay, and as efficiently as possible. Okay, okay. So this is actually there, and so one thing precisely I would like to make it clear. Many people ask me, is IIT Guwahati and E&ICT Academy IIT Guwahati same? E&ICT Academy IIT Guwahati is the brand of Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Okay, right. This started through the Digital India campaign. Okay, which has the, we can say, motto of the power to empower as many people as possible. Okay, so this is the brand of you can say Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, or the MATI. Okay, and our IIT Guwahati precisely is hosting this particular platform and executing this. I am a faculty member at IIT Guwahati, so in electrical engineering. So my whole responsibility is to execute this particular project as efficiently as possible. Okay. So when you compare the brands, okay, so even IIT Guwahati is a brand in itself, okay, but if you just look at it, IIT Guwahati is a brand under Government of India, right? So similarly, E&ICT Academy is a brand with Government of India, okay, okay, and the value of this brand is growing day by day. Okay, so with IIT, because it is being, you can say, monitored, executed by IIT Guwahati. and I representing IIT Guwahati in this particular segment here specifically. Okay, so the value of this brand actually becomes, you can say, kind of double. Okay, so this is one simple question is there which I anticipate people may ask. Okay, but I am just clarifying this thing here itself. So this is actually E&ICT Academy in IIT Guwahati, IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur. Okay, this became brands in due course of time. Okay, when IIT Bombay started in 1958, because I studied there. Okay, I want to say at that time you will be surprised to know people used to join Jadavpur University, okay, or you can say Anna University, leaving IIT seats, think no, they are better universities. IIT Bombay has become the IIT Bombay, okay, in due course of time, and it took actually 50 years. Similarly, EICT Academy, okay, is a brand in preparation, and we have actually percolated, okay, you can say in in almost every part of the country, and we are not alone. Okay, we are 7 academies are there. Altogether, we have percolated in almost every segment of the country, and we have come up with our own brand. Okay, I just give an example. Okay, IIT Guwahati currently has approximately 7,500 students. Okay, and you can imagine that 2,000 students every year used to get graduated, right? Okay, so in 5 years, okay, because this is a count of the since last 5 years is there. Okay, 2016, 17, or 6 years you can say in short. So in 6 years precisely, if IIT Guwahati graduates, let's say the 6,000 students, okay, we have, you can say, graduated and we have trained precisely 15,000 people. So the more than 2.5 times, okay. So where IIT Guwahati will be there in 15 years, we are there in just 6 years. Okay, and where IIT Guwahati will be there in 20 years precisely, we will be there by September 2020 itself. Okay, but if I just cumulatively add all the numbers of all the academies nationwide, okay, you will find that we have trained close to 1 lakh people. So this is a particular brand which is in preparation. Okay, this is as good as IIT Guwahati brand. It is as good as IIT Bombay brand. Okay, in due course of time. Okay, I am very much confident. Okay, all the course and other kind of things will just be left behind. Okay. So the ministry is very much working for this. This project second phase is coming also. It is going to start it from the 1st October 2020, and we will be given more freedom, more responsibility, and more things to do with us through this particular platform. So if anybody has any confusion, what about this brand also? I say, and to say you can have a luxury of, we can say, very strong, powerful brand. Okay, you can say generated by Government of India and executed by IIT Guwahati. Okay, so this is all there. But this particular, I'm going to say, academy, because this is, you can say, an institution within an institution itself. Okay, so we have our own, you can say, board. We have our own curriculum, designing things also. So we have our own, you can say, this is a subset. This is institution within institution, means this is some kind of the institution within the IIT Guwahati itself. Okay. So that is why I'm to say we have our own, you can say, bodies for doing this thing. So IIT Guwahati has nothing to do with this, our day-to-day functioning. Okay, we function independently. Okay, and we guys function independently, and with respect to IIT Guwahati functioning also, and we deliver the things in the we deliver things independently. Okay, so this is all there. And so if any issues there with the EICT Academy, you can always reach to EICT Academy, okay, but not to IIT Guwahati. Okay, right. So this is all there about us as EICT Academy. And I have told you that IoT Academy is a partner with us, okay, to deliver the course, okay, and deliver the course jointly, okay. So some part of the lectures will be delivered by IIT faculty, also some part of the lecture will be delivered by industry professionals also, and so on, so that you actually get the best of the content. Okay, so this precisely is our endeavor. Okay, and this precisely is the Government of India endeavor, and precisely this is being initiated and executed by Government of India, and you can say implemented by MIT, and executed by IIT Guwahati. Okay, so with this, I you can say stop here and I open the presentation. Okay, I open up myself for any question and answer session. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So any question you can very much ask me.
Sir, this is Mukesh here.
Yeah.
Just wanted to ask what should we are most of the people are experienced here and working with industries, and then we what should we expect out of this program? Basically, our expectation is to get latest knowledge, and then that should be practically implementable, not maybe a theoretical knowledge. So that's what. How do you ensure that, and then what will be? How do you ensure the quality out of that during the program?
Actually, this is a very good question precisely. So this is so what we do precisely, Mukeshji. The quality is something like when the industry expert teach you, right, and they expose you to the recent practices specifically in this particular domain itself, right? Okay. In this domain, what I mean this the data science domain, okay, with good examples, good hands-on, okay, which makes you more knowledgeable in this area, okay. That itself precisely you can say speaks about the quality. IIT faculty members will be involved in this the delivery of the part of the lectures, not everything, okay, because they have their own responsibility, but some lectures will delivered by IIT faculty members also. So we can ensure the quality, okay, in teaching, okay, and the content delivery, right? And since you are you already are having the experience, you are already having some kind of you can say expectation or so. So we guys actually, I can say that our endeavor is to fulfill the expectation of the participants, because if you are happy, okay, right, only then actually we can make the coming batches happy, or I can say the happier, okay. So the quality is precisely so EICT Academy is very much monitors the quality of the course. Regular feedbacks are there. Based on that, actually, if there is any amendment need to be made, we made all the amendments in the curriculum delivery and so on. So that is why. Second thing, while getting associated with the IoT Academy, right? I'm going to say we do not get associated with anybody and everybody. Okay, we are very much particular about it. Okay. Why I'm saying so specifically, there are many people who claim they are data science expertise there. Okay, how do I believe? Okay, so we have a certain due processes there. Based on that, precisely we do it. For your information, there is a university, the tech university called the Assam Science and Technical University in Assam. Okay, which deals all engineering college other than IITs and NITs, of course. Okay, and triple IT, I can say. All the you can say engineering colleges or the government colleges, they actually take it is connected with that, like any technical university in any other state. Okay, my first program with IoT Academy was with this university and with the people, and it was 1.5 month long program on the robotics. IoT Academy delivered it so beautifully, and the way we have got the feedback was phenomenal. Then we export them. Then actually what we have done, there is something called the joint FDPs. What is a joint FDPs? I'm going to say joint FDPs are something like all the academies, they are holding one faculty development program. So IIT Guwahati did a program on IoT and this embedded systems and all with MNIT Jaipur, IIT Roorkee, and this IIT Jabalpur. And we actually, you can say, we again partnered with our IoT Academy to deliver this content. Okay, and you can say part content, not the full content, I can say, because part of the lectures were taken by we people only. This program was attended by the faculty members of other universities and colleges as well. Okay, and that feedback also was very good. Okay, so that actually has boosted our morale and the confidence on this particular organization. Yes, they actually can do the quality courses as per our expectation. Okay, without having any issue. So that is why I'm to say at that. So we did multiple such programs. Once we have got satisfied with their performance, only then we had an agreement and the MOU with them that we can actually do a large number of programs with them. And you can say long duration, bigger programs with them. Okay, so we offered them and they have taken it. Okay, and then we say, okay, fine, then you can go ahead with this kind of thing, reach to the people, okay, and can help us expanding to as many people as possible. They are one of our partners, but this kind of this modality we you can say follow for every partner. Unless we ourselves satisfied, we don't allow. There are many in India. We cannot allow anybody and everybody. Okay.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir,
sure.
thank you.
So whatever I get it from this discussion that IIT, E&ICT Guwahati and IoT Academy work in close quarters and delivering the entire course, and you have been getting good feedback from the IoT Academy as well, right? So with regards to this particular course, that is advanced program in data science. So at the towards the end of the program, I mean towards when we will be sitting for the placements, right? So how this will happen? Is it going to be a close collaboration or close placement efforts from both E&ICT Academy and IoT Academy, or only the IoT Academy will take care of the placement part?
Actually, as I've told you earlier, right? Even EICT Academy is now going to open its frontiers or its gates for the placement and all. Actually, I'm really sorry, Mr. Devrat. This actually should have happened 3 years back. Okay. Unfortunately, like you got suffered with the, this COVID, even I got suffered with COVID. You can travel, many things got disturbed by this during this COVID pandemic. Okay, we plan to start you can say one of the placement cell at EICT Academy long back itself, but we had to, you can say, defer it due to this pandemic, and couple of people who were involved in this initiative at the industry, and actually unfortunately they are no more. So I'm to say, I didn't know at that time what could I do. But again, I'm to say we are starting because when Government of India announced that, hey, I'm to say all the states should curb this limit, this COVID-19 restriction. So then we say, okay, fine, that was a long pending task for us. So we go ahead with that. So the placement, we are trying at our end as well, number one. Okay, that is one thing. Number two, we are trying for the placement at, what should I say, through our partners as well. So both are working together, okay, in the respective domains, so that we can bring as many companies as possible for the placement. So EICT Academy as well as IoT Academy, we are working together for this. And if we become successful, you may get a very good placement for after completing the course.
Surely, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session. Now I would like to invite Mr. Kaushlendra Singh Sisodia, IIT Kanpur alumnus, Director of Uniconverse Technologies, and Chief Mentor of the IoT Academy for thanks note.
So you are on mute.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sorry. So good afternoon, everyone. So thanks, Anuradha, for my introduction. Thanks a lot to Dr. Gaurav Trivedi, sir, for your motivational words, clarifying a lot of questions and doubts that can be in participants' mind. You have very beautifully explained everything about E&ICT Academy and the operations that we are doing in IoT Academy. So I would like to add, or I want to answer Mr. Mukesh's question that how can we help in the placement, and what would be the hands-on session, how the hands-on session will be there. So I would like to tell that the people who would be giving you the hands-on session, they are from industries, and they are working very much with the real projects with the industry. So you have to be very much assured that the knowledge that you would be getting, that is very much in line with the industries. So that, and our ultimate aim for this course is that everybody should be have very good placement in the best industry. So the curriculum, hands-on, everything is very much practically driven. Theory part is there, but the hands-on is more focused here. And regarding the placement part, Unique Converse Technologies has three entities. One is the product company, where we are working with IoT and machine learning, data science products. So there also we can help you to give the real projects exposure. Another one is IoT Academy, where we are helping in this delivery. The third one is the staffing and recruitment division, where we have we have collaboration with various industries within India as well as in Europe. So we are placing a lot of resources to these companies as per their requirements. So there also we would be able to help you for placing. And already Dr. Gaurav sir has told that they are also from E&ICT Academy perspective, they are also trying their best to get more placement. So both sides you will get help for the placement. So that is one thing. So again, I would like to congratulate all the participants for getting enrolled for this course. And as we know that every business needs more profit and cut down their wastage by having intelligent decision based on data available from various IT and OT sources. So that's how the need of data science and machine learning skills are coming up. So with the advent of new technologies like IoT, 5G, AR, VR, data flow will even grow exponentially. Everybody agrees to that, I guess. So in coming future, demand of data science, machine learning skill will remain in very much demand. That is my expectation, and I think that is in line with the industry's expectation also. So everyone from here will have opportunity to utilize their acquired skills for your own career growth, as well as to work towards making a better and efficient world. That is our expectation, and that is our mandate also, that we should be able to give you that kind of skills. So I again thank to Dr. Gaurav Trivedi sir for taking out time from his extremely busy schedule and guiding all the participants. So I wish all the best everyone for learning and excelling your career. So I am open to take more questions if you have anything to discuss regarding the delivery and the placement. If you have further questions, please ask.
So just a small question, just clarification. I hope the course will also focus on manufacturing industries, not only on the consumer domain data.
Yeah, I think this is really good question, because as per the government of India mandate that manufacturing will also happen in India. So we are not only focusing on IT. So most of the companies or the academic activities are happening towards the IT side only. We are taking the formula statements from the operation domain also, the industry that are doing the manufacturing. Like we have a use case of Industry 4.0. So Industry 4.0, what exactly it is? A combination of multiple technology, IoT, machine learning, data, the cloud computing, AR, VR, and everything is coming together. So we would be touching some aspect of that part also. So again, to summarize that OT will also take care, because that is the upcoming. Because like if we talk about the edge computing, so nowadays people are learning machine learning and this data science, artificial intelligence to run it, but they don't know how exactly it is running on the hardware platform. How can we optimize it? Can we implement the same kind of thing on a constrained device? that kind of aspect we will also touch.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. Thanks. Any other question?
So I have one question. So during this course, we might have to use some of the tools. For example, like yesterday when I was going through the list that will be used, there is something called as a Tableau. But the Tableau, like, okay, the license of a Tableau, on that front, how will be like, okay, the Academy will be like, okay, assisting us. Is there like, okay, any lab that will be made available to people to work with?
Yeah, Nitin. So whatever would be required, we would be providing you all kind of support. So either it's tool support or the lab support or any other kind of project support. So everything will be provided to you.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, any other question? So we have today's the resource person, Mr. Sanjay Agrawal, also is with us, who will be giving you the initial lectures. So probably he can also enlighten you about the course delivery or the kind of the hands-on he takes up. So I would like to invite Mr. Sanjay Agrawal to say something about it. Sanjay sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Good afternoon, Dr. Gaurav, Mr. Vaishendra Sisodia. So I was actually listening to what Dr. Gaurav mentioned and what Mr. Kaushal mentioned. So just to share with you, so this course is actually quite extensive when we look at it in totality. So what we do is we start with very basics of statistics, of data, of visualization, of data analytics, and thereafter we move on to the predictive analytics part of it, wherein we touch upon machine learning and we go through various techniques of machine learning and various algorithms which we use for machine learning. And subsequent to that, we would also get into deep learning, which is the current domain of machine learning, where that is where you get into more intensive sort of machine learning algorithms, and which actually lead you to the human cognizance part of it, where you are trying to make machine learn, and that is where we get into artificial intelligence. There are a lot of manifestations of this. So maybe the robotics, the predictive analytics, the prescriptive analytics, and the IoT component, which is playing a role in integrating the electronics part of it and the modeling part of it to replicate what human can do, what humans can do with respect to their cognizance part and also with their physical abilities. As regards the practical part, so Mukesh mentioned about the experience which you have. So I think once you are through this course, whatever experience you have, you will be able to supplement this with new knowledge, and this will surely give you new insights into what all can you do or how can you add value to what you are doing at this moment. Because data science is encompassing all the fields of life. It's starting from, say, whether it's a logistics function or it's a marketing function or a sales function or a HR function or a finance function. So this actually gets replicated across. Basic data analysis or data handling is same, right? Irrespective of what domain you look at, right? So to that extent, I think this would be quite helpful. But at the same time, let me also caution you on the thing that you will have to also upgrade yourself in terms of learning, because usually what happens is you are usually doing it on a Sunday weekend basis. So to that extent, there's a gap which exists, and we know that you are also working professionals. So there's always a limitation in terms of time because of your family and other commitments. But this is something which you have to apply yourself to. So I see a lot of people talking of placement and all that, which is very great, right? But the point is that it's a transition. If you have experience, then you are transiting to something new, right? So there is a challenge. Let me not. But then there are cases you can transit. But again, that's a function of how much you learn, how much you gather, how much you are able to add to what you're doing, right? So I think one is obviously the delivery part, what faculty and all teachers would try and teach you, but you would also need to apply yourself quite a lot because as Dr. Trivedi mentioned about mathematics and statistics. So these are the few topics which you should be very comfortable with as we go along. And the programming part. So you also mentioned that how we make it practical. So what happens is that whatever concepts we teach or whatever algorithms we teach you, we actually make you work on the data sets, relevant data sets with the code. So whether it's a Python, so we'll be using Python as a part of this curriculum. And so you will have to be good on hands-on on at least one language, Python, and you will be able to implement. So we'll take you through specific codes, specific case studies, and then we also have capstone projects which are a part of your curriculum at various stages. So you will have to. That is where you'll apply your skills, and once you're able to create some prototype or create some code for yourself, right? Or if you're able to solve some problem statement for yourself, that actually becomes a showcase to the industry, to the placement companies, which actually help you to get entry. So, for example, just to say, so if a person comes from a finance background and he is able to say apply that data science or AI knowledge in his financial domain, right, and he's able to create some small prototype, that actually goes a long way in terms of justifying the knowledge and the value proposition which you're bringing on, right? So then you can be entrepreneur, or you can be then you can maybe join a company, or you can be entrepreneur. So those are the things which I think we are heading to, as Dr. Trivedi mentioned about entrepreneurship and all that. So one is obviously the job market, which is open to you, and the other is the entrepreneurship part of it, which is again available as an option, right? Because with your experience and with your domain expertise and the additional knowledge which you get, you are able to think of new ideas and new ways of improving some things which can add a lot of value to industry. Third, with respect to, I think, Nitin's question on the tools. So we'll be essentially using Python here, which is a open source tool. And particularly on Tableau. So just to clarify this to you, so Tableau has now come up with the free version for trainers and students. So we would train you on that free version. You are right that as a commercial part, you'll have to go for a license. But our training would happen on a free license, which is available to you for lifetime. So that is how. So all the tools, as Mr. Kostin also mentioned, would be provided to you, and whatever softwares are needed would be made available so that you are able to do those practicals. But I'll still again come back to that. You will also have to apply yourself. You start looking at internet. You start reading about it. You start seeing how the codes are created. Maybe some of you may be from a technical background, but still, so it's important that you understand the modeling part of it, the data analysis part of it, and then see how over a period of time you would actually be able to see how you apply it in your respective domains, so that it helps you in terms of whatever objectives you have in terms of from this course. So that's all from my side. So I think we'll move on to the formal session today, just once we are through with this keynote component. Thank you.
So thank you, Sanjay sir. Thanks a lot for your explanation about the delivery part and whatever doubts all the participants were having. So probably we can conclude today's session, and as you mentioned that we can move on to the next the actual delivery session. Again, I want to thank Dr. Gaurav Trivedi sir for his time from his busy schedule. So thanks a lot for your motivational words, sir. So we can conclude now. So have a nice day, everyone, and have a very nice learning, and make your career very much excellent. Okay. So Anuradha, we can conclude now, right?
Yeah, thank you, Kaushlanji. I wish everybody a very good luck for their future endeavors, and take everybody's leave so that I can do rest of the work for the day.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session and motivational speech and clarifying all the doubts of the participants. Now, I would like to request to the students, kindly please log in your LMS for your class.
Okay, thank you.
So it will start shortly after this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Recording stopped.